Hello, I'm Rabbi Elton from the Great Synagogue in Sydney, and welcome to From the Rabbi's Bookshelves. My text today is a classic of the yeshiva world. It's by Rabbi Chaim Soloveitchik, known as Rabbi Chaim Brisker, because he was the rabbi of the community of Brisk, also known as Brest-Litovsk. He was also the Rosh Yeshiva of Volozhin, the first and most prestigious of the yeshivas in the modern era, founded by Rabbi Chaim Volozhin, the student of the Vilna Gaon, who we've covered in previous episodes of From the Rabbi's Bookshelves. This is the work, Chiddushei Rabbeinu Chaim HaLevi, the novellae, the novel ideas and new discourses of Rabbi Chaim HaLevi, the Levite, because Rabbi Chaim Soloveitchik was from the tribe of Levi. And these are his discussions, his lectures on passages in Maimonides, in the Rambam's Code of Jewish Law, the Mishneh Torah, also known as the Yad HaChazakah. Now, Rav Chaim Soloveitchik wanted to turn every disagreement he could find in the rabbinic corpus into a debate over essentials, over concepts. He wasn't interested in, as it were, the clutter, in the details of individual laws in terms of his analysis of them. He was interested in the major philosophical or theological or conceptual ideas which were at play. And often he takes a contradiction in Maimonides, in the Rambam, and says this contradiction only appears to be a problem if you fail to appreciate the conceptual issues at play. But once you plug in the concepts, then you understand why there's no distinction at all, there's no contradiction whatsoever. So there's a great homage to the Rambam, to Maimonides, to make everything he says make perfect sense, and also it's an opportunity to play out the concepts which Rav Chaim Soloveitchik feels are so important. Let me give you an idea of how this works in practice. The second of the Chiddushim, the second of these novellae in his volume, he points out a contradiction in Maimonides. So in one place, when he discusses the laws of prayer, Maimonides says that you have to have kavanah, that is to say, intentional concentration or awareness for every single word of prayer. If you do not have that level of concentration, then prayer does not happen. There is simply no active prayer taking place. You're mouthing words, but you're not in fact achieving prayer at all. But somewhere else he says that if you only have kavanah, concentration, for the first of the blessings of the Amidah, of the standing prayer, that is sufficient. You don't need to have that level of concentration for absolutely everything. So which is it? Do you need to have kavanah for everything, or only kavanah for the first of the blessings of the Amidah? So this is a classic Rav Chaim Soloveitchik, Rav Chaim Brisker move. He says we're dealing with two different concepts, and one concept is relevant to the first law, another concept is relevant to the second law. This is what he says. V'nira lema, it seems it's possible to say, Detrei gavne kavanos yesh b'tefilah. There are two different concepts of kavanah, of concentration or awareness, when it comes to prayer. Ha'achas, the first, kavanah shel perish hadvarim, what the words mean. Knowing what the words mean is one type of kavanah, awareness of what you are actually saying. V'ashenis, but the second type, shehu omed b'tefilah lifnei Hashem, is an awareness of what is standing before God in prayer. He says this is the way you should understand those two apparently contradictory laws in Maimonides in the Rambam. Only for the first blessing of the Amidah do you need to know what you're saying. Only for the first blessing do you need to know the meaning of the words. And that's sufficient. If you don't know the meaning of the words for anything else, that doesn't disqualify the act of prayer. What you must have whenever you pray, at every moment you pray and every word you say in prayer, is awareness that you're standing before God. If that's lacking, there's no act of prayer whatsoever. So for Rav Chaim Soloveitchik, the essence of prayer actually is not the particular words we're saying. The essence of prayer is standing before God and entreating Him, trying to make a relationship with Him, trying to talk to Him. That, for Rav Chaim Soloveitchik, is what prayer is all about. Not the specifics of individual words, but the grand gesture of standing before God and trying to communicate with Him. And so in this conceptual resolution to a contradiction in a text, you have a vista into a huge theological point and a vision of one incredibly important aspect of Jewish life, what it means to pray. Thanks for joining.